Solomon chapter 1 from verse 1 to 3. He said, kiss me with the kisses of thy mouth. He said, thy love is better than wine. Thy love is better than wine. The guy knew the obsession of his generation. What intoxicated his generation was wine, but he had found another appetite. He said, thy love is better than wine. He said, my king has invited me to his bedchamber. He said, we will not remember the testimony of the wine. He has found another obsession, and for that one he can be there for many days. And the more he stays with him, the more he comes alive. The more he comes alive, the more he comes, because the appetite is unending. You can't quench it. People love men, but they don't love God. They love the things of God, but they don't love God. God told me something. He said, our generation is still struggling with the lowest realm of power. The ability to command things. The ability to command things. And then when we command things, we are happy. He said, but there are realms of power. He said, the highest realm of power is stamina in my presence. That's why the 20 and 4 elders are the highest ranking in Zion. They have the ability to stay in the presence. The Bible said the 4 beasts, day and night, forever and ever, they stand in the presence of God. What are they doing? Holy, 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 holy is the Lamb. Holy, forever and ever, day and night. They don't need to manifest. But when you read the scripture, you will discover that this being walk at the frequency of God. When Ezekiel saw the throne of God, he said wherever God went, the 4 living creatures went at the same speed. They don't need to manifest anymore, because they have built capacity to stand in God's presence. They function exactly like God. They move like the lightning and the thunder. Yeah, when God moves, they have moved. When the wheels move, they have moved. You can't see God and not see them. Every time you see them moving, know that's the frequency of God. And every time you see God moving, know that is their frequency. How did they become so mighty? Those ones don't need to do any stunt. When they appear, their similitude is like that of Yahweh himself, because they have built power to stand in God's presence. The strongest of us is not the one that works in the greatest miracle. It's the one that can stand in the presence. The man with unending hunger for the presence. The horn of that one is like the government of heaven. It's like the deer. When you want to see the power of a deer, you check his horns. When a deer grows into maturity, the horn splits into 7. That's the 7 government of heaven. It is reflective of authority, not just on earth, but in the spirit. A man can stand and is no longer commanding just demons. He's no longer commanding healing, but when he speaks, he resonates in Zion. The Bible said Joshua told the sun to stand upon the mountains of Ajalon and the moon upon the valley of Gibeon. He said the sun did not make haste to go down. And he said something that I cannot use any theology to explain. He said there have never been a day like that, and never will there be. He said in the day that God hearkened to the voice of a man. These are men that have power in the courts of heaven.